It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. His throw incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
I'm coming after you.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
This is Harris. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brees. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Brees. That one complete to Hill. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Brees, a quick throw out to Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Throwing now is Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Breeze going to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
47's the mic.
From the 36, Jackson steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 44 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. On first and 10. It's Jackson forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Buying time to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Ready.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. He's got Smith here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Breeze now. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.